Top of the morning, this Sunday morning, Sunday, March morning. How are you all? So I have a midnight motivation. I'm very excited to share this today. So I got a new quote, and it is not in the deck of cards. We can get quotes from everywhere, and I am reading this book that I want to share with you. But my quote is, "The mind is its own place, and in itself can make heaven of hell or hell of heaven," by John Milton, who was a writer. And I love that quote. And I have made it I also posted it as one of my images. This morning I whipped up a midnight motivation post and I pasted it on Facebook. So I'm going to, and I got that from, I'm going to read it again. So the mind is in its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell or a hell of heaven, by John Milton. And as I've expressed before, I have anxiety issues and I'm really working on it. And I'm reading this amazing book that I want to share. Let me see if I can add this. There we go. It's called Positive Intelligence. And another thing I want to share is I'm not a reader, and you can get Audible books, and they have subscriptions and everything, but I always make sure when I'm interested in reading something, I turn the subscription on and I pay for it for a month and then I turn it off because I don't do this all the time. But this is an incredible book, The Positive Intelligence, and tons of kudos to Frank Dew, my business coach, who had me take the Saboteurs test. And you're either in survival mode, which we should be in survival mode, like when dinosaurs were chasing us, but like we have just, with our society, we live, a lot of us, 100%, at least me, 100% in survival mode, which we shouldn't, because all it does is bring us tons of anxiety. So there's all these saboteurs in our life. And then there are things that are called sage, things that are serving your mind. And any bad experience should be viewed as a gift. And when you can change your mindset, which is not easy, it is not easy, and I'm working on it. So actually, this was brought up to me months ago. And it's now that I've revisited the book, and I've been doing some road trips, and I've been listening to the book on my road trips. And I'm getting farther along in it. I'm like realizing there are things that I can do to change my mindset and be more at peace and have more happiness. So, and this goes into and I got this quote from listening to my book this morning, taking my son to work. So the saboteurs are controller, hyperachiever, restless, the stickler, the pleaser, the hypervigilant, the avoider, the victim, and hyperrational. And there's absolutely no way I can go into depth and explain all of this to you. I try to make these streams a little longer, but I don't want to bore you either. But I will tell you personally, because I want you to get to know me personally as well. I'm definitely a controller, and you think it's a good thing, but it's not. And I'm trying to change my ways. I feel like I've changed my ways a lot, but it's a work in progress. I'm not a huge hyperachiever. I mean, I feel like I've achieved stuff, but that's not my goal in life. I am a restless person. I always have to be doing something. And that sometimes restless goes in with avoider. I'm a little bit of an avoider too, like avoid some things by keeping myself busy. I am a stickler. My company OCD, to details. I am a pleaser, mainly because I'm codependent. I like taking care of people, but I need to take care of myself. I'm not really hyper vigilant. I'm not really a victim. And I don't think I'm really hyper rational. So you can be different levels of these saboteurs, and you can learn how these saboteurs help you survive things, but they also just bring a lot of anxiety into your life. So how can you look at a negative thing in your life as a gift? Well, if you use your sage, which there's 5 sage powers, you can diminish your saboteurs. And so the 5 sage powers are empathize, explore, innovate, navigate, and activate. And another thing I was just listening to in this whole thing, one of the game techniques you can do to improve your sage, to improve your trying to switch between screens, but I can't. Is to be, well, they didn't say mindfully breathe, but they said being mindful about eating, mindful about when you concentrate. And I talked about mindfully breathing before, but when you concentrate on something on your physical and you're not getting all wrapped up into your racing thoughts, the saboteurs give you racing thoughts. And so if you mindfully breathe or you mindfully think about something physical in your body, then you're diminishing the power of the saboteurs. So I just think all of this is very monumental because I now see how the saboteurs have been affecting my life, and I want to improve my life. And I want to improve my positive intelligence. I don't, I want to be more productive. I want to be more focused. And how am I going to do that? Well, I have to, put these saboteurs to bed, and I need to change my mindset. So, and then that's why I like this quote so much. The mind is its own place and in itself can make heaven of hell or hell of heaven. So you can be in the best place in the world, but your mind can work against you and it just becomes hell. And actually, everything is good in your life. And you can be in hell and, actually see the positive in it. This is how people like Christopher Reed and Michael J. Fox has turned complete negatives in their life, and they've turned something extremely positive in it and have a positive mindset about it. So it doesn't matter your financial status. It doesn't matter about the difficulties you're going in. Feeling happy is an inside job. And that's why we have millionaires and rock stars and all these other famous people committing suicide, or you just find out they're very unhappy in life. So it has nothing to do with financial status or health, and you can change your health by changing your mindset. So midnight motivation is becoming really important to me, and I want to share these things. The books are amazing, and you can really get stuff out of books even when you're not a reader. I am not a reader. My problem when I read books is they put me to sleep. So Audible books help. I can do it while I'm driving. I can do it when I'm walking. And I think this is a great book for anyone if you can get your hands on it. There's also the library. You can try to get it from your library. And changing your mindset can really change a lot of things in your life. So I hope you enjoy this midnight motivation and this quote. The mind is its own place and in itself can make a heaven of hell or a hell of heaven. And I just hope we all end up living in, experiencing more heaven. I want more happiness. I want everyone to experience, like, as I am achieving more and more happiness, I want to spread that because I want to be like, I want you to feel this way too. And I would enjoy any comments. Please share your favorite books, books that have motivated you, quotes that have motivated you, any of your thoughts. Have you heard of this positive intelligence before? Have you heard of the saboteurs before? Have you heard of the power of sage before? Is this the first time you're hearing it? And your thoughts on it? And please like, follow, share, subscribe. I want to get as many people, I can spread my message further if you like me, if you share me, if I can get more subscribers. I just want to make a difference in life and spread positivity and midnight motivation. So I hope you enjoy this. It is Sunday, so I guess I'm a little deep today. It's a day of reflection. I want to get a lot accomplished. I did unplug. Friday was National Unplug Day. I unplugged. I had a very nice evening Friday night with friends. I had a very nice Saturday. I got some housework done, but besides that, I was not plugged into my computer on Saturday. And I also had some fun, just some relaxing downtime. So now I feel very motivated. I have more focus and going to have a great Sunday. And I'm going to have a great week this week because I am working on my positive intelligence. I am working on resetting my mindset because the mind is its own place and in itself can make a heaven of hell or a hell of heaven. And I am choosing to live in heaven. So have a great day, everyone.